Well, didn't make it. Light turned red. That's right, I'm on my way out of the town. I'm happy with this 50 millimeter f2.8 lens on the Nikon ZF. And that was a short light. That was like maybe 30 seconds. Not bad at all. Now I'm going to do a sharp left turn. And I'll go 281. And then I'll decide if I'm going to 1604 or Evans Road in 281. Yeah, 65 for now, and then I'll get down to 60. I'll get in the center lane. So it's still 78 degrees outside. Yeah, we're down to 60. In St. Mary's. So you can see how sharp these turns are. There's my favorite building to the left, but I don't know if you can see it. We go like this. Now you can see it. Isn't that pretty? So this is part 4, going home. I took Thursday off, didn't do any videos. I just, you get one of those like, look. Then I started looking at some of my things I did with a 28 millimeter and how close I could get to certain objects or plants, and they look pretty good. And then I used a 100 millimeter macro, and that looked fantastic. I like that lens probably the best because you can do portraits, still wide enough, and then you can get close enough to an object to look at fine detail. And then I thought of, well, I got the 51.8, but it's not a macro. It's a portrait lens. This one is a 2.8 macro. And you can do portraits, you can do some landscape if you move away from the building. But it's sharp, it's clear. I'm enjoying the images that it's producing on this camera. This camera is fantastic in low light, folks. I had it at 51-200. It's now at 20,000, 16,000 ISO. It is doing great. This is 1/125th of the shutter speed. at aperture f2.8. And you can still see the clouds. It's 1:17 in the morning and I'm still up. Isn't that something? I'm liking the picture quality. And I like the low clouds also, low cloud cover. Now, if you see any stuttering, I'm going over bumps or potholes or something, and a little shaking does kind of make the video a little stuttering. But it's looking good to me. Now you do see a little flickering with the LED lights on certain cars. So I practice in front of the garage with my LED light in front of this car, or for this car. And it totally disappeared at 1/125th of the shutter speed. That's why I have it on there. So I don't see much flaring. I'm liking the picture quality. I think it looks fantastic. And it took me this camera to finally get something where I'm not changing the settings. I'm just leaving it as it is, and it's looking great. It makes me want to get rid of my other camera gear. Of course, I got pretty good collections on all of them. I got the R6 Mark II for Canon, the R8, the R10. I gave up the R7 and the R50 and the R6 just to trade up to the R6 Mark II. And that was a steal from my camera store. But I had one ZV-E10 and HDMI port failed after 3 days. I bought another one, a white one. I bought me a white ZV-E1, and then I had the A6100, which was my first mirrorless camera, APS-C. My first full frame camera was the Nikon Z5. But that's after I had the Z50. I like Nikon so much, I had 3 ZFCs. One I gave to Peter, Greg. And let's see, I think I also gave him a ZV1. And let's see. Gave him a computer too. And then I gave him another one so he could sell that one and make some money. So he's bought some cameras and other computers with that money. Help him out. And let's see, what else? Okay. So then I got me the Z30. overheated quite a bit. It feels like a Z50 in the hands, okay? And there's nobody out, which is great. I seem to be going at the good time. Of course, next week it's going to be cold, so. But I will be going out to different places with the camera, taking pictures. Funny, if I've slowed it down to 1/30th of the shutter speed, it would have gone to f4. Isn't that something? I was looking at it, I was trying to get rid of the blinking or the flickering of the lights, of my headlights. And I put it at 1/30 of the shutter speed, and all of a sudden it went to aperture f4. I'm thinking, what? Went up to 1/60th, and then went to f2.8, and 1/50th, 1/60th. And I said, well, I still see the flickering. So then I put it at 1/25th, and it went away. So you don't see much flaring. It's bright enough where you can see everything. So I think I found the secret sauce that make everybody happy. It is tracking vehicles. On the autofocusing. This camera is great in low light. The Nikon ZF. It's at 25,600 or 20,000 when I get underneath the light. 18,000, 16,000, you know, depending on how much light there is. And I got another 2 hours to go before the card is filled up. But then I also have a terabyte in reserve. So I've been pretty happy so far. I do think that the SD card does swell up a little bit when it gets warm, especially when writing. So it's hard to get it out of the camera, so I let it cool a little bit. I've been hearing about stuff like that, is where the plastic kind of swells a little bit. Sometimes it just deteriorates after a while. And I worry about the summertime with all the heat. So I'm going to change the music up a little bit. I'll take some more stills tomorrow, put up another video. Haven't decided where I'm going to go. I'll probably go on the Mission Trail. Yeah, I'm going to get home real quick. Put up this video. I have already put up one tonight. It's already rendered. I got 2 more that should be ready to go. And then I'll put up these 4. I think I'll have I had 3 hamburgers and a frappy mocha, and I'm hungry again, so I think I have a cup of coffee and a bowl of cereal and put up these 4 videos and finish the night, sleep in until my pets wake me up, tell me, hey, it's breakfast time, you better feed us or else. Yeah, it's looking good, folks. Now, I got the camera pointed a little bit to the right, but toward the center of the car instead of straight ahead. I noticed that helps on the flaring of the lights a little bit. I had a video or tutorial on that where you point the camera down instead of high up. You know, point it up a little bit high. This lens does, I do have kind of like a lens hood on it, but it's a miniature one that screws on. But it helps protect the lens. And I think, yeah, I'm hoping it's, yeah, I don't think it's hitting the windshield. But, you know, I'm feeling the windshield and it's nice and warm. So, still warm outside. Hope you enjoy the city lights. Yeah, usually I stay a little bit longer downtown, but yeah. I think you got the gist of it. You got some nice lighting. A lot of people walking. You got some horses with pretty LED carriages. And you're just testing out the lens to see if it works. You want to look at the clarity. You want to see how the camera performs in low light. You want to see if you get any noise. So it hasn't even gone to 51,200. It's gone to 36,000. Okay, that's the highest it's gone. I think it did go to 40,000 one time. Yeah, picked up the car. There's Green Mountain. And I've been recording almost 20 minutes. Well, it's 19 minutes. Be about 25 when I get home. That's about the right time of going the highway and getting home. 20 to 25 minutes, depending on traffic. So you can see I-35 with all those lights. Kind of like it'd be Ciblo, Converse, Selma, shirts, Maybe a little bit of Universal City when I make the corner. And then, of course, Live Oak. And then you see the mall. Warehouses, apartments, Walmart to the right, off of Nacogdoches. Yeah, Rolling Oaks Mall is to the left. So they're building more stores here. And of course, highway. Hope I live long enough to see it finished and just show you the progress that it makes. So they closed off Lookout Road. Then I'll be getting off at Randolph Brooks, which is still Lookout Road. So that's not too bad. Okay. There we go. See some water, so you always have to be careful. And here we go. So I get in the right lane, right here. And then get off here. And there you have it, folks. And I went down to 75 degrees. So this is the low point. This is where it's the coolest on Lookout Road. When I get over the hill, because you'll see me climbing up, it gets a little bit warmer. So remember, it's 75 degrees here. Climb up the hill, then I'll go down another hill. We'll see the temperature then. I mean, that's how fast it dramatically changes. I see a lot of water, but I think that's from the sprinkler system. You know, from the grass, from the businesses and apartments. Yeah, it's still 75. Very good. What you try to do with the camera is try to get like half road, half sky. Of course, with the cloudy night, you do see some lights. I can't put a long lens on here because of the window, the way it's curved. But anyhow, done with this little road trip. 4 videos. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. Any comments or questions, put in the comment section down below. Now let's look at this fence, see how it looks. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm seeing. I'll be darned. Found the magic lens, folks. Shall I do the light test? You know, for flaring? Let's take a look. So you can see some Halloween decorations. I'm gonna turn off the air conditioning because I'm freezing my buns off. Yeah, still 75 degrees. Showing where my house is. So see, they say Billiter Street, Church, Texas. No, it's not Church. Okay, but you see, you can see this house. You know how sometimes it's too dark and stuff? Well, with the flaring on the lights, so you should see the lights on the hill back there. But let's look at this lamp. Yeah, so 50 millimeters is good. You don't get that much flaring. It's more of a tunnel vision, okay? So let's see if I see any deer. Yes, a lot of wet ground. Randy, what are you doing up at 1:37 in the morning? Yeah. So I like going up and down these streets at night to look at the Christmas lights, but they're coming out with Halloween stuff. So, okay, here you go. I'm going to turn very slowly. See, the lights don't really flare that much. They're not that bad. Everything is lit up pretty much. That tree has grown so much. Yeah, there you go. The light, it's not bad at all. Look at the lighted tree. I always love looking at this tree. And then the lamp right next to it. It's a purple lamp, by the way. So it is a purple light. That's one thing about Canon and their colors. Violet, but that's their blue. You can see some Halloween direction or lights to the right. They did something to the left. You usually see deer there. And anyway, there's my street. So thank you for watching. And remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and until next time, I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful evening. And if I were you, like me, sleep in if you can. Get all the rest you can. Bye, folks.